Welcome back to this morning session here, where the market is just going crazy. I would really like to short this market here. I like the current risk to reward, so I'm gonna start placing a short here. I know this is very risky, but I'm gonna place a short here if I can. And I got stopped out on this one here. Wow, this is insane. Placing another short here. Let's see here. I'll move my stop loss. What the fuck? I'll do another short position here. I currently like this setup for a short. But let's see here. Got stopped out 2 times for no reason. I'll just exit this one here now. So let's just calm ourselves down. Everything will be fine. Let's just take it easy now. So I managed to do 2 trades with 20 point stop loss, got stopped out 2 times, then I went in for another short the 3rd time, and then I managed to make 40 points. So, but we're starting out now. Let's see here, this is a huge overreaction. Nasdaq is also pushing like crazy, and I think this is an overreaction, so I'm gonna get ready to short this market. I know we could really push to 24,000. Huge overreaction. This is gonna be my setup. What the fuck? So no really progress after this insane push. To me, it looks kind of like looks weak. Still waiting a little bit here. Could hold here at 800 and then come back to 950, even higher. Okay. So current highs is 925 and current lows is 800. There is so much hope calculated into this market here because of all the Trump, what he's posting on his own social media on the truth. So they're really pumping the market. That's fine. Then we can just short it at a higher price and even make more money. Huge push here. Huge push. Let's see if it's gonna break below. I'm gonna get ready for short this if we're gonna break below 800. Again, I understand that this could be the support and they could try to push everything back. It's actually quite insane that Noble was down 7% today. Wow. Go for a short here, would break below. Currently shorting the market here. What? Okay, it's also because it says 2, man, what the fuck? Here I'm shorting it here, just below 800. Let's see here. But again, it could really push back and I'm probably gonna move my stop loss at this one here. It's just so volatile, so there's two things I could do. I could either like size down, or I could just keep moving my stop losses and risking more than I want to. Let's see if this is gonna turn around and push back to 925. I think it could push back. I opened short with a break below. It didn't close below, and we're not after 15 minutes. It's a little bit risky here, but I still managed. I'm still gonna hold it for now to see where the market is gonna turn around to. So very positive here. Nasdaq moving to new highs. UK is kind of like selling off, but Nasdaq and the other indexes here is just going crazy. So I understand the risk that it could really push. Let's see here. Might not sell off because there's so much hope in the market and they're so positive right now. So we might not get the break below 800. So this was a fake out. It did not manage to close below. And now we're just gonna see it's gonna push. I'm considering adding to this one here to take it back to 750. Lower highs, lower lows. But again, it could really push, as you see here on the Nasdaq, on the Wall Street. Like Wall Street just pushed, not even a lot, but it pushed like 1%, 1.2%. For what reason? No reason. So we just saw this impressive move, and that's what we might also gonna see today. Could be a long position if it breaks above 850. But again, I don't want to go long only if it breaks above here, else it's just a short day for me where I will target at least 100 points. Selling pressure on a short time frame here. Consider adding to this short here. I'll add to it here. Just add it to the short. Let's see here if it's gonna push. Have a feeling they could try to move it to 950. Let's see. I'm not super sure they really gonna sell it off. I will exit that one I just opened. So I still have one left here, okay? This is crazy. Crazy with DAX and Nasdaq and Wall Street. This is insane. I have never seen anything before like this, never in my entire trading life, where we just selling off and we just bouncing 30% back in under 1 month. And now we pushed up a lot. We did manage to close above 900, and now we're trading after 11 minutes at the same level where we closed, and that's just below 900. Huge overreaction. I should have got myself stopped out there and just accepting it, because now I'm working with almost 100 point stop loss and I'm targeting maybe 100. But let's see if it's really gonna come above here and it's really gonna push above. I think it's gonna push to 24,050 maybe, or maybe 100, and then I think it should start selling off. But let's see here. To me, it's extremely overbought and it's not gonna hold. I'm telling you guys, it's not gonna hold. But they might want to manipulate it and push all the stop losses out here, and then push the market to 24,050. So no matter what, and I don't care, but I'll short the market if we break above 24,000, and I'll like to short it even back to 22,000. Not even kidding. And I know this is not what we should be doing, but it's gonna come back at some point. And I know they're gonna push it to 24,000. So there's two things I could do. I could stop myself out. I could move my stop loss. I think I'm gonna consider moving my stop loss and just hold this one, because I'm only in with 5. I know I should stop myself out with 20 points. Target 100. I should have been waiting the 15 minutes, and I also like to do that. But here I'm just in for a short, and I still think it's gonna turn around. I know it could push to around here, but then I also think it's gonna stop. I don't think this is gonna continue so long again, but let's see. Why would they not just push it to 950 or 24,000 or 24,500? Yeah. Let's see. I could really consider. Okay, I don't want to get stopped out here. I just moved my stop loss. I'll move it again. It's a pretty light position for my account size. I'm risking still under 1% if I get up here. So if it gets to 24,050, I'll still risk under a percentage. Let's see here. I'd like to add to the short here. Oh, this is just insane. It just keep pushing. And Nasdaq, I also think is gonna come back to an all-time high. There's no reason why it should not. So pretty confident that Nasdaq is gonna come back to an all-time high. And DAX could also go above here, and I know that. But let's see. The trend is pretty clean. It's pretty steady. Let's see if we're gonna break above 924. It's a long day today because the market is so extremely positive. What's going on here? I don't even know. So they want to push it back to another all-time high. I get that, and that's fine. I respect that for the US market. I get that. That's fine. I will trade in that direction. I will go with the trend. But what about here? Like, if we look at a 4-hour time frame, like we can't even be trading higher. Like we have never seen these levels before. Past highs was 460. We're trading at 24,000 almost. Things maybe start selling off now. Let's see here. We have to be a little bit careful adding against the trend on a shorter time frame. I still think we could target 689. Things is just pointing up. So because of things is just went up that crazy, and I know the potential risk of this going to 24,000 or even higher, then I'm not adding to a short. Not for now. I could maybe add below 850, but for now I'm not. I'm not adding to it. I'm just waiting a little bit here for it to give me a sell signal. Because I know the risk that the market is pointing up, and I know it could really go higher. No progress. No setup. I should have waited. This was just noise in the first 15 minutes. That's why the 15 minutes opening range breakout is so genius to me. You mark the highs, you mark the lows for the first 15 minutes. You take a short below, you take a long above. So right now here you're not trading. There's probably 80% chances it's going to break above 920. There's very low probability it's going to come back to here. There's pretty high probability it's also going to sell off. So right now I'm still confident that this could work, especially if we start selling below 840. But again, Nasdaq is pointing up again, is unstoppable, and I think DAX is really also going to rise based on the patterns and the trend we're seeing on the US market. You can see the US market is only pointing up. It's not pointing down at all. So because of Nasdaq it's so strong, then I could consider taking what a strong move. progress on DAX here this morning. 2 impulsive trades. It was okay. Again, I'm risking nothing. Yeah. If it's going to stop here, Nasdaq at 800 and then come back to 600, that could be a good setup for DAX as well. Back to 700 or even lower. I think this is extremely overbought. Extremely. Nasdaq is pushing again. Unstoppable. Above 800. We didn't manage to close above 800, but we could get that now. Yeah. Wow. Completely insane. No progress, no confirmation this morning at all. There's only one way to do this, and that's just waiting for it to confirm and sell below 847, maybe 845. Add to it, take it back to at least, I would say 750. But again, we have the risk of it's gonna push all the way back to here, or at least back to 950. And it's gonna maybe even push higher, especially when we're day trading this and we are in and out very quick. Yeah, things is just pushing, it's not really turning around. I think DAX is also just going to push back to 925 or even 950 or even higher. It could even go higher. Big push on DAX, a big push on Nasdaq. Everything is just pushing. How much did this actually push this morning here? So it's like 1.6%. Insane. I'm just very much against going long in this market here. Not that I don't want to trade the momentum, not that I don't want to trade a breakout, it's just if at some point it's just gonna sell off, then I'm just feeling a little stupid of wending in for a long at all-time highs when there is no really like confirmation fundamentals. Like if we look here at the news calendar, nothing is really coming in today. What do we have for this week here? So we have core PPI. And CPI. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna have a lot of news. Tomorrow is gonna be very interesting. That could give a sell-off in the market. Also Thursday, we should be trading Thursday. That's also gonna give us a signal where the market is gonna go. Today they just manipulating it before they might gonna drop it, okay? And they just keep pushing it. I think this could really go to another all-time high. I think it's gonna come back to 22,250, even higher. So I would wait really going short on this one. I think it's gonna come to 21,000. Then I think it could dump, maybe, but it could also just continue. There's no reason for this market to dump. Why should it sell off? There is no really reason. It could only push right now. I could consider scalping this market here, maybe back to 850. But again, it's very risky. And my principles is that I do not add to a negative position. And this is just keep rallying. Yeah. Target 21,000. This one here, it might also go to 43, maybe, or even higher. We went from 45, yeah. Wow. Completely insane, but the trend is so strong as it's very hard for this to really start selling off. There's nothing that could really dump the market, only if they start taking profit. I mean, this market move here is quite insane. And we're not really fighting against the fundamentals or the news. We're fighting against Trump that's putting so much hope into the market. It's just poor manipulation. So rejected at 900, but again, going short here could be very risky, okay, just so you're aware, but I think we could take it back to 850. I'll add to the short here at 78. Let's see here. Stop loss 915. But again, I think it could really push up. Went back and then all the way back again, yeah. So no break above, no break below, no break below. Shouldn't be trading this market here. I should just stick to my rules, stick to my plan and say, okay, this is not really giving me the setup I want, then I shouldn't really trade it. Every time it gets back, it just gets pushed up again. Was this really a long morning? I don't know. But because I'm in light, that's why I'm also can hold it and move stop losses. I'll exit that one here at 70. The ones I open, just so I have locked in something. Not that I have to, it's just there's no confirmation. I think I'm just gonna hold this setup here for now. I know this could really get worse, and I know this could really push to new highs. And I kind of understand that risk, but I'm willing to take the risk. I'll first exit this setup here at 687. I know my stop loss, my risk to reward, the golden ratio is not met, and I know this is like extremely bad, but I just have this as a worst case. Let's see if DAX is gonna start selling off below 850. It's just, it have no momentum, only momentum up. I just don't want to be going long because I'm so afraid of that once I go in long that this is really gonna dump hard, and then I'm like, what? Why did I even went in long? I could understand why I'm going short. Yeah. Still waiting for progress. It starts selling off a little bit, and I start seeing some sort of like confirmation, but still not willing to add to the short, only if we break below 850. So I'll add to the short if we break below 850 or 845, and then I'll take it all the way back to here. So it could still be a good setup if this is start selling off. Still waiting for progress below. This looks like it could turn around here, but let's see. Turning point could look like that we're gonna see some turning point now. I'll go for another short here. I know it's very risky, but let's see here. Like to this one here. I know it was a quick scalp because I'm afraid of resistance, or you could say support at 850. That's why I just took a quick little scalp here. But I will hold it all the way back to my target. Let's see if it's gonna get below. This one didn't manage to come below. This didn't manage to come below 800. This didn't manage really to come below 150. UK still holding, didn't manage to really come below. Germany still holding, didn't manage to come below. Yeah, we shouldn't be trading this morning here. And I knew that there was no progress above. This was an overreaction, a huge gap up. I'll move my stop loss on this one here just to mitigate risk. So I'll move it to 930, and I'll still target 700. Okay. So I know this is not the best risk to reward, and I get that, but I'm holding it for now and not doing more. Okay. This one here is gonna be, I'm pretty high probabilities. If it's gonna sell below 800, I mean Nasdaq, and next is gonna confirm and sell below 85, 48, 45, and I start seeing selling pressure, then I'm pretty confident it's gonna come back to at least 700. But again, looks like it's turning around again here. But Nasdaq looks like it could give us a sign of selling pressure here. I'll go for another short here. It's gonna be a quick short. So confirmation, sort of confirmation, no confirmation. Okay guys, I'm just holding this setup for now. Okay, so we went below, but big push again. I'm just being careful here, but I have my target, as you know, and I have my stop loss in place. I'll put it in Discord here. Want to keep it very simple. And I'll just see you tomorrow, and I'll just see you later today. Okay, let's focus on the opening range breakout. Let's focus on not taking any trades in the first 15 minutes. This is an overreaction. It's gonna come back, maybe not today, but I don't know what DAX is doing. Big push again here after, but again, I have my stop loss in place, and I'll let this run work with itself. Okay.